Hello and welcome back to the Civilization channel. Today I'm joined by KirinDave.
Hello,
Hi.
Lewis.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
You are a friend of ours, and we're going to today look at the Guardians expansion, which I have added to my Endless Legend account. It says down here, look, this additional content adds cooperative and competitive quests, global events, legendary deeds, legendary buildings, and Guardians. Now, I know nothing about any of that, but obviously it changes the game for the better, I hope.
Oh, it's so much better. The multiplayer is, from what we can tell, really, really, really special now.
Oh, good. Well, I'm looking forward to playing our next game. So we're going to talk a little bit about Guardians. We also did record the other week a little bit of a sort of very basic gameplay preview, which we haven't put out yet, but I think it will go out after this. It's sort of an idea of the. Well, I mean, is that all out of date now, or is that going to sort of still be quite relevant?
Well, I think everybody's still figuring out how to play Guardians, because it's added a bunch of stuff that wasn't there before, and we're all kind of still playing through all the different factions and figuring out what's smart and isn't. So from a core mechanics perspective, it's great. Like, you still need to know about boosters, you still need to know about strategic resources, happiness management, all the stuff that we'll go over in that is still very applicable. It's just a little bit of like build order tuning and expectations about what troops you'll see.
Cool. All right. Well, you've also prepared a map for us, so should I just go ahead and load that?
Yeah, it is. This is like one of my first playthroughs right after the expansion came out that I've been tweaking a little bit for us. It should not be considered optimal because I was really playing around, but it is a 2-continent, 4-player normal difficulty map, and I'm just about to pull out a Guardian and one of these new wonders that they have built. So like one of the biggest things they added, it's called Endless Legend Guardians, is these super units called Guardians that take hundreds of production and resources and are, you know, Era 3 or later, but they are monstrously powerful beasts. And so here you can see right there under construction is my Dust Guardian up on the left there, that huge weird looking like cloud head thing. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's big. That's him. So
he's basically a giant gold coin.
yeah, he's made of dust. And
so I always think of the dust as sort of gold coins. So you're playing as the Dust Lords, I guess.
No, this is this is Valters. No? Valters.
Oh,
and
Valters,
you can see,
okay.
Yeah.
And what the hell is this? Is this another one?
Yeah, so that's not a Guardian. That's one of these new. So they added a thing not unlike Civ 5 where they're like one-time, one-shot wonders. In fact, if you would click the technology, the little beaker in the upper left, we can take a look at some of the things that have been added here. So you can see this all looks very different, right?
Yeah.
There's all these things on the left. So there are these cooperative / competitive one-time quests that you can get in each era. So right now I'm in Era 3. I am quite far into it. But if you look over here, you can see like Leader of Leaders is something we're working on. But here's the big one I'm working on. This is the Alchemic Institute, and it's nearly done. And you can see my rank is 1 of 4, and so this is a wonder. Only one person can build it, and it adds outrageous science generation to your empire if you can build it successfully. But it also is 1,500 production, and it needs a whole lot of late game resource to build. So it's not an easy thing to build. So
you build this in a city?
It is a district,
and it appears on your research tab.
They're districts, and they can several of them. Let me see if I can go back here. It's gonna let me. Yeah. Let's see. This one, for example. No, not this one. I think the first one. The Museum of Auriga, which I didn't get. You know, all of these things have different like district things, and as they level up, just like districts would, they can get more powerful.
Right. So you didn't build that one. You missed that one.
Yeah, but you can see this one has plus 20 per district level, 20 happiness.
Right.
Which is massive.
Okay. So that can help you, that can help you hugely with like general production and everything, yeah.
Yeah, unlike Civ where,
than we realized.
Yeah, like Civ is like kind of like unhappiness is a penalty, but in Endless Legend, like high happiness is itself gives you, static results. So, better results and things. So this is a pretty bad playthrough, honestly. There's a bunch of necrophages over here, and they are not very happy with me. And they have declared war because they're hungry. But honestly, if you look at the score, they're way behind me, and I'm a little bit behind the cultists. I haven't met them yet, but it's cultists across the ocean. They're way far ahead because they were a strong AI versus a weak AI, so they've just been eating And so the necrophages have just been expanding, and I've sort of been happy to let them because I've been playing this rather tall.
Yeah, so you've got not too many towns.
Yeah,
Shall I zoom out?
Sure.
For you. So we're both controlling this via any desk, and as you can see, KirinDave's mouse is different to mine. So we can each control this to show you what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So you've only got three regions.
Yes.
But you're building. So which was the one that you actually built?
We've almost built. I missed out in the megapole with the industrial megapole, which is awesome in Era 2. I tried to get it actually, and I failed because I was goofing around. But then I'm almost done with the Alchemic Institute here,
right?
Which is just amazing.
So it's a lot of science. So the first one is production.
Yes.
No, the first one is happiness.
Yeah, happiness and dust. On Happy Empire Brew. Plus 20% dust on happiness, which is and 20% science. So that one is super good, but it's 500 production, so it's really, really hard to get. You have to really want it. It's sort of the Great Library of of Endless Legend is what we've been calling it.
Right. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So someone needs to rush that. Why does it say at stake expansion? What does that mean?
So only one person can get it. Whoever successfully commits the resources gets the entire thing, which in this case is a city expansion.
Right.
Right. But you can see, like, for example, I did get a, actually an unusually warlike thing for a thing. I got Warrior's Warrior, and you can see at stake was Eye of the Far Thinker. It is a powerful accessory for heroes.
So how did you get that? Why is that? What are these other things then?
Well, so these are just general quests. These are things that you can do. I basically kept, the necrophages kept attacking me, and they had no hope of actually winning, and I kept killing their heroes. And one of the reasons that they're in such a bad place, even though they've expanded a bunch, is they've been spending gold rebuying heroes because I keep sending them to the graveyard.
Right, so this legendary did was defeat 3 heroes, basically. Be the first to defeat 3 armies led by a hero. Wow.
Yeah, and you can be doing these...
first.
You could be doing these even before you get the technology for the era. In fact, I think if we go all the way over here, you can see I'm actually already pretty far on this one, but I'm not going to get it because I was unfortunately stacked against the cultists, and they get to fervent faster than anybody else because they only have to have 1 city. But I'm in a really good place happiness-wise, so I'm not too upset.
Right. So there are other quests that you can even look at that you can't even access yet, and I guess you're already some way. So you're even 2 out of 4 towards... Oh, you're 10 out of 30 towards be the first city to have a population of 30. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
But that must be tough, getting to 30 population in city.
Yeah,
Holy
especially
crap.
versus the cultists or the necrophages, both who will have an easier time with that. No, I'm not going to do it. I don't even want it.
Are these randomized or are these all fixed?
They're all
time?
fixed. They're all well-known goals that you can go for, and you can shoot for them at various points in time. You can also see that you have to research the Guardians here. So here's what is it?
Right, sorry.
Yeah.
So the Guardians are an additional research.
Yeah, Guardian of Dust.
Right. Okay.
And yeah, he's amazing.
So because previously you did have to, I mean, in each of the tech trees before, you get a unique unit here, you get a unique unit here.
Yeah.
Now I guess you get a unique unit here, but this one's the Guardian unit.
Yeah, and everybody can compete. And there's Guardians for Earth, Fire, Water, and Dust.
So if you so anyone can research it, and then anyone can build them as well.
Yeah, but as you can see, it took me 2,000 production, so it did take a little while. It took about it said it was going to take 30 turns, but I managed to get it down to 21, or I'm sorry, 19.
So that's building next turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Exciting. So these are other Guardians here in the next tech tree, are they?
Yeah.
Guardian of Fire and Guardian of Earth.
Yeah.
And they're also 2,000 production each.
Yeah.
And is this another one up here?
Yeah, then there's the final one. So the air and water
God.
are outrageous. They're just unfair. They're super good. The air one can teleport all over the map and gets blood rage. So the more it kills, the stronger it gets. Oh, it's immune to winter as well, and it flies. And the water one,
it's like XCOM.
Yeah, it is. It's really, really powerful. And then the water one is a bunker buster. It can essentially take down basically the most fortified of cities in moments. And if it attacks a city and things are clustering in the city, it will probably kill everything in the city. It has that tsunami charge ability, which is just outrageous.
Oh my god! So do these can you put? Oh, I guess we'll find out all the answers to this question. So I end the turn and make it. Let's do it.
No, hold on a second. Before we end the turn, let me just talk to you about what we're doing here. So we got to get the Guardian done, and we need to get the building done, the Scientific Institute. And then we need to start making an army and design new units. And the other one, we didn't really get around to designing new units, although I guess that's coming afterwards logically. So we'll need to do that. But let me also just show you a couple little things. We're about to finish. Next turn, we'll be able to start harvesting Titan Bones. We'll be finishing that, and we'll definitely want to, because our home region has like all of the Titan Bones, and we'll be able to run those. The reason I've been keeping at 3 cities is because I have 2 extractors for wine, 2 extractors for spices, and 2 extractors, or I'll have 2 extractors for Titan Bones. That means that I have a whole bunch of happiness, and I can run it perpetually. You need 20 per booster pack to run it, and the 3 cities you get 20. It basically has been keeping pretty much even. And so my cities have been
able to use the boosters on cooldown to keep your cities at 100% happiness.
And despite the fact that I have a fair amount of things, I have basically just perfect. You can say I have 40 happiness from boosters. So I am in 100% fervent with room to spare. So I figured we'd go over and take that city from the necrophages.
Okay, that sounds good to me. Which city are we talking about? The one over here?
The one to our northwest. Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing is, it's unsightly.
It's a splotch on the land. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Ugh.
Well, that's Palladian. That's actually a resource. Just looks, but this... what's this? So it's built on a chromatic land. It's built on like a beautiful flowery pit.
Like a Garden of Eden. Yeah, I can't believe that they would do that to us.
Yeah.
It's actually the worst place to put the city in that region. I don't understand. It's the AI.
On the top of the anomaly.
On top of the food yielding anomaly? Yeah. Because they get a -1 and then another -1, so whatever.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
So we've got this is a okay, let me get this straight. So this is a special wonder region.
Yeah.
Okay. That takes a lot of time to build, but you build new levels on it so I mean it's taking 7 more turns, right?
Yeah, so we'll be doing that as we wait. Well, this city will be finishing it up. Now, this city's in a funny place because to the east of us is another continent, and they have been sending troops regularly.
Right.
And I have not ventured over there because it's not really the point of this save. But putting it there, it makes it very, very difficult to attack my city because, as you can see, there's water in the way, and I have lots of archers. So despite the fact that it's a suboptimal position in the region for just raw industry, FIDs and whatnot, it is a really, really good place from a defensibility standpoint.
Right. I see, because when you actually go into the battle screen, they haven't got very many places. So they'll be attacking, but you'll have like archers, I guess, all up here.
And there's like a choke point. I can hide them on the left, or I can hide them on the right, depending on which direction they attack from. Usually they attack from the right now, because they're dumb. And then I hide in the left, have 1 strong unit sit in the middle and choke it, and then they just rain down arrows and they can't do much of anything.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty good position, actually. Okay, cool. So do you want me to start ending some turns, or what's the plan?
Yeah, let's do it. There's not much to do this turn.
Boop. I'm just going to end the turn then. So we finish Reaping Station, moving on to fluid biomechanics.
Yep, just more science.
Get some more science. It's quite peaceful. Nothing happening. I'm just like expecting something bad to happen.
Well, yeah. I mean, we've got 2 turns on that. We could move this hero out of Ak and up towards Honest in preparation. You can see by the way that we've got a nice set of roads between all of our lands, so we can actually move pretty fast.
Yeah.
Right. So this guy can just tear right down, and he can actually run between cities in 1 run. So my teleportation power is kind of useless. Because as Vaulters, I can pick a strategic resource. In this case, I'm picking Adamantium because it gives me a plus 20% production on cities, which I need right now. Usually I run Titanium, which is plus 20% science, but you can pick any of them. Early on game, some people choose Glass Steel, which is a booster, gives 20% dust, which is tough for Vaulters early game.
Did you? We're at turn 120, so that's fairly well. It's a normal game, so I guess that's about a third of the way through a normal game.
Yeah, we're coming up on the halfway mark.
All right, yeah, okay, that sounds about right. And we're about, we're just probably about to go into. Oh no, yeah, a few more techs and we'll be in tier 4.
Yeah.
Which one was this? Oh yeah, the Glorious Father. So, an empire. So your progression is ready to go, but I guess because you haven't entered this tier, you don't get it? Is
exactly.
Right?
Hopefully I will get it.
Right. So we'll science-wise, there's some benefits to speed through there, I see.
A lot of what changed for multiplayer, especially about Endless Legend and Guardians, is that non-supremacy strategies now make a ton of sense. like you can kind of turtle and then come back with a guardian like I'm doing right now, so it's great for vaulters. But also, like in general, just science and trade in particular have both been buffed to kind of offset the power of armies. And so, like you get a lot of benefits from trade and from even more benefits from happiness as a result.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think there's a lot to learn.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully that'll be stuff that we go through in our next sort of series of videos that you guys can check out about how you should just generally play the game. Winter Shelters, is that a new thing? I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, so this is all Vaulter tech. So Alchemy Workshop is a generic tech. This is something everybody should build. 15 science on a city plus 20% science output. There's no reason not to build this on every city when you get a chance. So Ray It here, my newest expansion, is just doing that. And then Winter Shelters means that my cities are immune to winter.
Is that a Vaulters only thing? Right,
yep.
Okay.
And that is very, very powerful for outlasting enemies when you're going for science victories. So, yeah.
Yeah, because the winters get worse and worse, don't they, as the game goes on?
Precisely. Now, I believe, what turn is it? It's turn 120. There's time for an Empire plan, too. Yeah, okay. I saved right before the Empire plan. Well, almost right before the Empire plan.
Well, okay, so we're not in Era 4 yet, but yeah, this is like a fairly late game Empire plan.
Yeah, so...
which we won't go into too much detail. Just tell me where you want stuff to go, and I'll put it there.
Yeah, sure. How about we do... we're about to start kicking up on a military campaign, so let's at least get the 2 levels in military.
All right, so that is the attack on units one.
And then I actually think that we have enough to do all of this. Although it might make sense to pull off the economic one. I don't think that because I'll show you how we make money.
It's not going to make a huge difference.
And then give us another level of science.
All right. So building cost production.
Yeah, exactly.
Does that affect the legendary stuff?
It does. Yeah.
Guardian stuff.
In fact, I think we have enough to actually go 1 level higher on. Yeah, we could do that. Or we don't need to declare war on the necrophages. They're crazy. But it might make sense to actually do the next level science one instead.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So military upkeep is probably not as good as a little bit of extra science.
Well, we have to keep our,
Plus 2 odd districts sounds a bit low, doesn't it? But
it adds up fast. But I mean, it's sort of a 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Like we're either going to be focusing on military, so we could spike it. Let's do 50% military upkeep as our second one. We'll do that because we're going to be focusing. It makes more sense for this. I would go the other way because I've been thinking about the science victory. I'm not going for a supremacy victory, but because fighting is awesome, we're going to do some violence.
That's what we're going to do for the next sort of 20 turns, I guess.
Yeah.
And then we can worry about that afterwards.
For God's sake, I can't take this! Lewis!
What?
Why? Why are you doing this?
I pressed auto.
This isn't your plan, because I want to win! And now I'm getting up with Ben. You guys really fucking suck, honestly.